So that's it, folks. We have just seen the end of the clause by clause. Not unexpected that the Conservative amendments, and they were not major amendments, all passed, and all of the opposition amendments did not pass. Technological measures remains pretty much entirely intact, which is, as we expected from yesterday. And so at this point, the bill will be reprinted, so we'll see what the new bill looks like with the Conservative amendments added. It will be referred back to the House. It will go through third reading and then on to the Senate. So, for me, that's the end of sitting in the parliamentary committee hearings, and I'll be continuing on going to the Senate to watch how it goes through that part of the process. I had a chance to speak with some of the MPs. I, of course, spoke to Mr. Lake, Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Industry, suggesting that, I'd like to meet with him. We now have to move on to the stage of thinking in terms of the regulations and in trying to ensure that even though they intended to harm the interest of property owners, owners of technology, that maybe they didn't quite realize that that's how technical measures work, that it's the locks on the devices that are the problem, not the locks on the content. I quite often feel like I'm Ralph Nader when I'm speaking to politicians. In the 1960s, Ralph Nader was talking about automobile safety. And the issue there was everybody was concerned about the car hitting something. And he then spoke about there being two collisions. The car hits something, your body hits the car. Once there was a recognition that there was two collisions, not one, we then were able to get things like airbags, seat belts, and other things. It's exactly the same problem with technological protection measures. It's not the lock on the content that causes the problem, it's the lock on the devices. And the politicians seem to be completely unaware of this lock on the devices. And until they do, it'll be impossible to fix this problem. I think as soon as they do, those that have any respect for property rights at all, those that respect for our information technology property rights, they will fix this problem. And they will finally recognize that, this is not really about content. This copyright, the technological protection measures part of the bill really has nothing to do with copyright at all. It's entirely about whether or not owners of technology will have their rights respected.